Welcome to this broadcast of Eastlink Community TV, high school sports, as we broadcast you tonight the Parambaugh Sharks against the NKEC Titans. High school hockey here in the Nova Scotia Valley Hockey League.
Presented by MC Media.
Presented by our friends at Eastlink and MC Media, as my friend JR says. I'm Jeff McGray on the call, and Peb controls the first face-off. It goes back, and NKEC picks it up in their own zone. Zach Darcy fights for the puck, and he loses it there and goes into the corner, and NKEC will look to clear it out.
I just want to stick with Titans and Sharks. It's easier that way.
Definitely. Definitely not going to try to get into NKEC's full title, as I'm not completely sure what it is.
That's why I try and stick to the one.
North Kings Education Center, I'm told.
Yes, that sounds right.
There you go. And the Parambaugh Sharks, but we'll go with NKEC, or, as you say, the Sharks and Titans. It sounds like an epic battle between...
Right? Good names.
Titans, which... Who even knows what a Titan is these days, as we're not in the old days?
Well, NFL sure thinks they know. There
you go. And hopefully the Titans will advance tomorrow. So thank you for watching tonight. And if you've got anybody watching, if you've got anybody playing on the ice, then you'll be certainly a captive audience as Cutro plays it at the line for Parambaugh, keeps it in, and he shoots and he scores. Goes off of a tip. They get an early lucky break. The Parambaugh will take a 1-0 lead. Goes off of a leg in front, and I'm just looking to see who it hits in front, whether it's going to be a credit goal to Cutro from the point, number 3. DeViller leads the charge. Number 16 leads the charge out, and we'll see if we get a replay on the play.
We are going to get a replay, but we've only got limited cameras tonight, so we don't have all the angles we're used to. A little bit of weather and a little bit of volunteer troubles to get everyone to the arena, so.
Just amazing after the storm that we've had grip our province the last couple of days, folks, that we even have a game with
thankfully
two
we
teams from away.
Thankfully we weren't Newfoundland. They got hammered.
They sure did. The roads at this end of the province yesterday were a glare of ice, I can attest. Young plays that behind the net as the Sharks play it deep in the NKEC zone. Young steals that and tries to come out front. A quick shot. Just slid wide by Josh Green into the corner. Now controlled, and NKEC will look to clear it out. Play it down low, and Alex Mosher will fire it all the way around. It's kept in, however, by Smith at the line. Brennan Smith, veteran player of the Sharks. Played out at center ice, and he picks it up again. He tries to get in. He gets spun off the puck, but he gets it in deep and gives his team a chance to give chase. Wallace misses the puck at the line. It's played out. Now O'Connell will give it back for Wallace in their own zone off of his knee pad. Takes a hit, absorbs it, gets the puck off, but loses it. Kept in there. And number 17, Cutro, Yannick Cutro for Parambaugh. For the NKEC, rather. Plays it out, center ice. They dump it back in. That's going to be, thought it was offside as they touched it inside the line, but apparently not. Surratt, touch pass in front, dangerously goes wide, and now Wallace will play it behind his own net, and Peb will get a chance to clear.
Your pen is no good, sir.
My pen is no good. That was one that was in the booth up there.
Your pen is no good. If you're going to steal a pen, steal a working pen.
There you go.
There we go.
We'll just throw that on the ice. As the puck goes up into the mesh, and we'll have a face-off deep in the Peb zone to the right of goaltender Cutro.
Cutro or Babin?
Rather Babin. Well, I would have been able to get that right if you weren't holding onto my sheet.
I was grabbing your sheet so I could circle the starters. That was the whole point, but then you gave me a horrible pen. But it is number 1 in net, so unless they swap jerseys, it should be Babin.
For those of you who don't watch us on Mariners Hockey, JR and I have this thing where we... some think we pretend to hate each other, and some think we actually do, and we leave it up in the open for you.
It's all interpretation.
It is. It's interpretation. Cutro tries to step wide, gets a shot on goal, and it's smothered there and held by goaltender Kinsman. I apologize, Sarsfield. Liam Sarsfield is the starting goalie for NKEC, and he holds that puck on the short angle. Victimized by the early goal on a deflection, definitely not his fault. And they try to recover from that as we're early in the first period. 16:29 left. Face-off controlled by NKEC in their own zone. They clear it back around. Zach Darcy holds that in for Peb. Played to the line. And NKEC has a chance. Would have had a 2-on-1, but Wallace steps up and clears it back inside the zone. Jay DeViller tries to play that out, and again, Zach Darcy will intercept that and keep it in. Van Luxembourg behind his own net. Now it pops out for Peb Warner. He quickly fires that. Cutro outside at center ice. He'll fire it back in. Peb will make full changes. NKEC makes a partial change, and they'll have a chance to clear it. Out to center ice. Bit of a sloppy play here. Jodry centers it in front. Babin makes the save. Comes back to the point. It's fired and blocked. Kept another shot.
That was a dangerous chance down low. It was laying there right in front of his pads on the blue paint, right by the goal line.
Selfridge had fired that in, and that was knocked wide. Harrison Seaman just knocks that deep. That's D'Entremont. Lots of D'Entremonts here. Christian D'Entremont that time. He'll fire that. Down ice. It goes right on goal to Sarsfield. Negates the icing. My partner steps aside to do some technical work. Young tips that in on goal, and it's kicked aside. Christian D'Entremont now. He gets knocked down at the line, but he keeps it in, but only temporarily, and NKEC will play that out. They cross the line outside of Peb's zone. I called them SAR for a minute, as those of you who are old enough to remember the old school in the St. Andrew Russo zone that was used to be the school that is now Peb. Parambaugh Sharks, they come out. DeViller, the goal scorer, I believe. He fires that, and it's kicked aside by Sarsfield, and he plays it to the corner. Now D'Entremont, Denver D'Entremont that is, plays it in. Surratt behind the net, gets it back to the point. Unable to be kept in there by Denver D'Entremont, and he plays it back to his own guy. And then almost a giveaway, but they get lucky, and Wallace is able to dump that in and give Peb another chance. Could have been a golden opportunity there. Now played down low, attempted centering pass, goes wide, and D'Entremont will play that there. Surratt, that's Spencer Surratt giving chase. Played into the NKEC zone, good hit there, absorbed though. NKEC will try to clear again. Off the boards, goes up into the bench. I was originally thinking it went into the bench and there was no call, but eventually there was the call for it. So as I turn down some volume, as I can hear my own play-by-play in my ear, which we have a face-off to the left of Liam Sarsfield in the NKEC zone. 1-0 for Peb. 13:30 left in the first period. Shots on goal are 3 for NKEC and 2 for Peb. Dion goes back and dumps that in. That's Sean Dion. Quick pass in front is knocked down nicely on a good defensive play. And now Javerick will fire that in, and it's stopped there by Logan Babin, and he'll hold it with 13:13 left in the first period. Face-off's going to be to his left. Linesman Happy Bork gets ready to drop the puck. So we hear the music chip in there. NKEC controls the draw. It goes in behind the net. Played down. Good job to steal that, however, by Parenbaugh's Zach Darcy. He's a leader on the team, shows good skill and has a lot of size to go with it. Warner in his own zone. Cross-ice pass off the boards. That misses Darcy. Andre D'Entremont goes in and just shoots that through the blue ice. Goes all the way through, and NKEC has a chance to clear it. They failed to do so. Now they'll get another chance behind their own net. D-to-D passing. Kept in by Christian D'Entremont temporarily at the line. And now Yannick Cutro, my apologies, Jensen Jodry, comes out with it. He takes a big hit from Cutro that I spoke of. I guess I was pre-shadowing. Andre D'Entremont, as my partner, had to run all the way to the old booth.
See, if we were over there still, I could have just gone inside
Cursing
and
me
fixed
for
it.
choosing a new broadcast location for this game.
It's supposed to be a potato, man. I don't need to run around.
That pass was almost picked off by Young, but NKEC will have a chance to clear it. They come into the zone. Centering pass is intercepted. Little push from behind, nothing much. Slides the guy into the boards, and referee Brock Eamon has no problem with it. No penalties thus far, as we're 11:45 in. Hopefully I haven't jinxed any players on either team, as Aiden Selfridge goes back, plays it up to the Peb line. It's turned over there, and DeViller, the goal scorer, plays that up. Dion. He gets knocked down after he lost the puck.
I was going to say, he's lucky there was no call. There was a good defensive play first to knock the puck away, but he still had the lumber in the skates and took the player down.
A lot of guys still go by the old, they touch the puck first, so it's not a penalty. So in that particular case, they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt on it. DeViller will play that again, out to Young at the line. Knocks it down with his glove and plays that up. Good job to knock it down by D'Entremont. That's Tristan D'Entremont this time. Now out to the line. Wallace does a good job to step up, lose it in his skates for a minute, but D'Entremont will have a shot. That's Tristan. He fires that. It's kicked aside by Sarsfield. Cleared just out over the line, and Peb will fire that back in. It makes a deflection, and they score from center ice. You can see the captain put his hands up over his head as number 17, the captain for the Titans. He touched the puck up high on the shot, the dump in, and it goes off of his stick and deflects over the goalie's shoulder as he was going the wrong way. Another unfortunate bounce here by Liam Sarsfield. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, you can see it on the replay. He's going to the right, and that puck just redirects back to the left side, and there's nothing you could do on it.
You could see the player that touched the puck up high, that he reached up and put his hands over his head and thought, oh, I can't believe that just happened to us. And I think we're going to have a timeout called, perhaps.
Well, a little bit of a lengthy discussion one way or the other. They're going to wave it off?
They're going to call. They're going as though they're calling offside or maybe a deflection on a high stick against Peb.
It could have been offside where the tip came up high because the shot came from outside the zone. So if he was inside the zone on the tip, would have got waved off.
So oftentimes in that situation.
Here we are on the replay again up on the big screen.
You're supposed to have
you can see the player still offside on the wing.
So it looks as though the linesman came after and said that was
offside.
No,
he was offside. It wasn't offside.
They don't have the benefit of replay. So that's a good job by the officials to get together. Veteran official Justin LeBlanc gets in there and says, look, that play was offside. The referee says, was it definitely offside? Yes, it was. Therefore, it's no goal. So good break there for NKEC, as it would have been a really terrible break for them to go against them.
Now, and heartbreaking for the goalie. Nothing you can do on that one, and now that's taken away, so you can just get that out of your mind.
He's already had one bad deflection go against him that was really not his fault, so you kind of feel bad for him. So good for him, and we'll see if they're able to jump back into the game because of that. As Zach Darcy hands that off for Warner up at the line.
Now, on paper, it looks like the Titans have a much smaller roster than the Sharks, but on the benches, it's looking pretty even. They've got about 6 or 7 players on the roster more for the Sharks. So I thought the defensive lines were going to be struggling because the Titans only have, it looks like, 5 players dressed up. But the benches look equal, so maybe it's just an old roster sheet or a lower list, but
18 guys on the list, so you can dress as many as 20. So what's happening there is Peb has guys that don't play every game. They're spares.
Okay, because they do have 25 on the roster.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what's happening there. Some of the guys that you see on that list won't necessarily be obviously won't be on the ice. You're only allowed to dress a certain amount. Played out to the line and kept in just by NKEC. Attempted hit is missed.
I was going to be very impressed because with a 5D line and you've got 8 wins out of your 12 games, it's working out for you. You got some powerhouses on that blue line.
A lot of teams will cut guys, but Peb is one of the teams from along this area where the lobster fishery plays a bit of a role in your players' availability. So it's one of those situations where they probably have spares. So then when you get suspensions, injuries, that sort of thing, as well as guys just not being able to make it because they're working out on the fishing boat or whatever.
It's always good to have backups and coverage.
In that case, they keep a bigger amount of guys. I think the kids are probably spoken to what their role is going in and that sort of thing. So as Coach Julien Boudreau would certainly correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's probably the thought process behind having a bigger roster.
Is that his name? Because it's a Josh on this sheet.
Yeah, it's Julien Boudreau is the coach.
So this is definitely an old sheet we've got.
Right here.
What? Oh, it's way up there. Yeah, I was looking at the Josh.
Head coach. Josh is a
assistant. Yep. Okay.
Assistant. Yep.
I'm looking at the big list of coaches. I'm like, I can't see him. Where is that?
Julian's been coaching this team as long as I can remember.
Yeah, but that's not long, right?
As a guy that,
what do you have for breakfast, sir?
Pretty good. I had bacon and eggs.
Oh, that's a good breakfast.
Over easy.
That is a proper
white
breakfast.
Toast and a glass of milk. So there you go. I could be lying.
Hey, if you're just bluffing me, man, it's working. I'm confident in your bluff.
Sold that big time.
Right?
We had Peb out. One of the Peb players, Young, out having a chat with the referees. I'm not sure what that was about after the face-off, just before the face-off, rather. It's dumped out by Peb, all the way down to the NKEC zone, and Ethan Escott will play that out to center ice. It's dumped back in. Goaltender Satterfield kicks it aside. Peb controls. Dion tries to make it in front. That's Smith. Now comes out. NKEC has a chance to clear. 1-on-3, however, as you see the white jersey scurrying back. Centering pass. Bounces. Nice bounce and a good save by Logan Baban there, as that was an unfortunate bounce for the Peb defenseman. It looked like everything was under control. Bounced completely over his stick and gave a quick play where they're about 5 minutes all alone. Real heavy hit there. I wasn't sure whether we had a head contact or not. But
it was tough to sell, but he definitely got leveled. But, lively puck. He thought he was going to clear it out, and it just took that action, bounced right over his stick, gave the Titans a clean shot down low, but unable to put it past the goalie.
Yeah, the goaltender makes a quick leg save, left leg save, shoots that out there, and keeps the game 1-0 in favor of Peb. Home run pass for Surratt is knocked off. Nice job by NKEC to get back, and Zach Darcy will turn it up. He's 1-on-3 against the D.
Titan captain there tried to throw a second hit there against, I don't know if it was the same player that hit him, but he's trying to even that up, but he is not winning those battles.
Andre Dontron battling against two guys there, finally loses the puck down low. Here's some guys hollering down there. I think it's just the referee telling them to clear the puck. Play the puck. Zach Darcy finishes his guy, and Peb will shoot it down low. Cutro behind, off to the side, tries to clear it in. Clearing pass goes off the back of the net, and it's played back there as goaltender and a bunch of guys just stand around. We got going to be a boarding penalty here. As
the Titan captain is getting worked over right now, but this time it draws a penalty, hitting from behind.
It's going to be Andre Dontramont.
Looks like a cross check.
I don't know what he called there. If he goes checking from behind, of course, there's a game misconduct with it. So
I'm just saying it was definitely a hit to the numbers kind of deal, but it looks like it's just a cross check call.
Cross check, yep. So wasn't sure where he was going with that one, whether it was going to be boarding. He certainly
a lot of
fell
options down there.
He fell to the boards awkwardly. So first power play of the game for NKEC as number 6 goes off. That's Andre Dontramont. They win the face-off. It bounces off the end boards and bounces to the goaltender Logan Baban, and he makes the save and holds it. Face-off, 5:33 left. 1-0 Peb. 6-6 in shots. NKEC actually wins the face-off again, back to the point. That shot is blocked at the line by DeViller. Played there. Good job to walk the line and then fired again off the glove of Logan Baban. Puck knocked down out of the air. Might have been a high stick, but NKEC's next to control the puck. Sam Olton, he gets it back. He fires. Another block by DeViller at the line. Harrison Seaman, shot out by Peb and controlled at center ice. Seaman will turn back with it. Gets it up to his man Jodry. He has to turn back with it. Hands it off for Olton. He gets it back there. Pass into the corner. Now Olton plays it back for Jodry. Quick shot by Seaman. It's just wide of the net. Olton tries to center that. And Young tries to chip it out. Kept in. Warner battles there for Peb. Kept in, controlled there, and backhanded off the boards, back out to the point.
May not have been able to, I was going to say, may not have been able to clear it there, but you burned a lot of time along the boards in that battle, and he is tired. He's going off now.
That's about the fourth block shot right at the point there. That time was Smith, and now Young plays it. Has Smith going, but he didn't know. He shoots it. They'll take it. They'll take that, though, because it goes all the way back into their own zone. They're all alone down there with only 27 seconds left in the penalty. And Brendan Smith will just swipe at that, knock it deep, and he'll get off as he's been killing the penalty as well, and his legs must be awfully heavy.
Good heads-up hockey, knowing you've got control of it. You're not going to try and score outnumbered. Just send it back to your own end, burn more time off that clock.
Up to the Peb zone. They get it again, though, and they shoot it down ice. And Sarsfield will have to play it there for his guys as the penalty has expired as of right now.
I was very excited penalty ending.
I was counting that down for a little drama there.
There you go.
Got to invent it when it doesn't exist. Sarsfield, again, will set that up for his guys. I thought Andre D'Entremont was going to be the first one there for Peb. He ends up with the puck and plays it out. Cuttrow's shot goes wide. Now Zach Darcy. Peb's got a good forecheck going here as Cuttrow will be the first one to get to this. Two guys there against him. Loses it, and they play it back against the green. Trying for a D-to-D pass, but Cuttrow is there. Now Andre D'Entremont tries to get that to the point. Darcy out front. His pass is knocked down, but another bad break goes right onto the stick of Andre D'Entremont, and he buries it into the open net as Sarsfield had committed for the pass that went off of a skate, and it's 2-0 for Peb.
And again, a heartbreaker. A defenseman gets in the way of that, tries to intercept that pass, but it's just going to go right back to the tape of the Peb player, and it's a wide open net. As you said, he's committed to that crossover, hits the brakes, makes a good effort on it, but just nothing he can do. And Peb up 2 early here in the first.
Yeah, if one were to judge the first period, we'd think it's not his night. But we'll see. Sarsfield is battling in there. Back into the NKEC zone with down 2-0 against the gun here early. That centering pass.
Peb's going to battle with it along the boards now as the Titans pin them in, but Peb comes out with it. The shot goes wide into the corner.
Thank you, JR.
No problem.
Picking up for me as the cough came on.
At first I was like, you're pointing, and I'm like, what? Oh, he's coughing.
This is all you, sir, all you. Andre D'Entremont, the goal scorer, centers that. Now Cuttrow, couple of good moves. Sarsfield falls from across, makes a paddle save. Chance in front for Darcy. He fans on it, gets it back to the point. O'Connell, his shot is held by Sarsfield as he doesn't go down. Holds that against his chest and flings it out defiantly.
He may have been having a bad night so far if you're looking at the score, but he was battling on that one. He committed.
Is battling, and you can see he's a little bit fired up, and he feels like, man, I'm really working hard here, and the puck is just not working for me.
No,
and
he was.
That
he
does
was.
Happen.
He was totally sold out on his belly. Tried to poke check that one away. Got right back up to his feet to block another shot.
As he snapped that over to the linesman with authority. Now, played across ice. Dion, his shot goes well wide. Young chips that back to the point. Warner keeps it in. Shot, just firing it in there. And then the turnaround play is stopped by Sarsfield, and he'll hold it for another faceoff with 1:45 left. 9-6 the shots in Peb's favor as they've started to control the period a bit.
They made you a liar. They just added that one.
10, absolutely.
It was 6-6 just like a few moments ago. So Peb is swarming again, as their name suggests, trying to get onto the current lead that they hold.
Are you saying there may be some blood in the water?
There might be.
There you go.
Not sure.
We're going to have a penalty go for tripping behind the play.
I didn't even
Peb.
see anyone go down.
Yeah, definitely well behind the play. And it's going to be DeViller going off, I believe, for Peb. So chance to get back in the game here for NKEC. Down 2-0 early, 1:34 left, first period. Is DeViller, you can see him on the screen.
It'd be a very good end of the period for the Titans to come back and get one here on this power play. It's a double, 4.
4 minutes for tripping makes absolutely no sense.
Maybe they put it in wrong?
I'm assuming there was a mistake made, but maybe he. My guess is he complained and got himself an extra 2 minutes for his trouble.
That is totally possible because I didn't think you could have a double for tripping.
Nope.
You get both legs.
That's
you get
a
two
bad
apiece.
trip.
Like, I didn't get this one.
And it's going to be icing this time against NKEC on the power play. Waiting for the
announcement. Yeah, I'm waiting for the same thing so I can take my ears off and listen in. Tis the season for the cold weather.
Yeah. As you know, JR, we've been battling it, the pair of us.
Right.
We were fighting over cough drops during the last Mariners game. And
I'm glad I'm doing better. I was like, you came out here and you asked Nick for more cough drops. I'm like, oh, no, you still struggling?
yeah, it's just
Not the cleanest. Oh, my God.
well, there you go. As we get a little, sounds like a guest performance
Woo!
on the microphone.
I was waiting for the penalty announcement on that one.
If I'm not mistaken, that would be Camden Churchill. Oh, yeah.
4 for slew footing.
Got 4 minutes for the slew foot, which the signal would be the trip. So there you go. So I saw him talking to the coach between the little break between the glass and the boards. So slew footing is a real dirty play, and
well, dirty and dangerous, and that's the concern
very.
with it.
So there's two ways to call a slew foot. You get the 4 minute if a guy isn't if he's standing still or you're standing still. The 5 in a game comes when there's some motion involved, which becomes even more dangerous, as you say. The danger to the player because you're so off guard as you go directly down and hit your head on the ice, and the concussion issue is reared its head. And
it's very hard to defend yourself from a slew foot because your feet are being taken out from under you, usually from back to front, and then you're tilted backwards. So there's just so much risk there.
Absolutely. So we're gonna go to the dressing room with Peb leading 2-0 with a 10-7 shots on goal advantage, but they're going to be 2 minutes and 26 seconds to the bad on the power play when they come back out after the first intermission, and we'll take a break. Thank you for watching on Eastlink Community TV, a presentation of MC Media. Welcome back to Yarmouth Mariner Center. Thank you for watching tonight on Eastlink Community TV, a broadcast with our partners, Eastlink and MC Media. The volunteers here at MC Media are always happy to bring great events like this, and Eastlink Community TV is trying very hard to get all of the provincial hockey, basketball, volleyball out there for the entire province, and we're happy to see it. So we're trying to help out here. Jeff McGray along with John Surratt on the call. So we have the Parambah Sharks against the NKEC Titans. 2-0 Parambah as we start the second period, and they're down 1:55 left, second period, in the power play on a slew fitting call against one of their players, DeViller. Cleared out.
That must be why.
It's going to be offside at the line. I guess not.
Because when tripping got called and I said I didn't see anyone go down, the slew foot might have been attempted, but he didn't go down, and that's why the call got made.
Generally, you will see the guy go down on the play, but
he might have just recovered,
Just might have been the danger of the play that happened. So, again, the potential. The potential is as much as anything.
So we're having a very interesting second period. One of the PEB players comes out of the dressing room and basically lumber slams himself, gets his stick stuck between the doors and breaks it. So he's having a good time. And then one of the fans here just going down the stairs with his fries and ketchup just lost his ketchup. So he had to pick that back up and make his way down to his seat. So be careful. The second period is dangerous.
That could have been much worse as the as Ryan Warner of the Sharks probably lost a $300 stick. And
comparatively, yes.
And all the other guy lost was condiments. Yeah, he didn't even lose his fries because I don't think those are refundable if you drop them down the stairs.
No, you can't go back and be like, I dropped my food. Can I get a refill? No, that's not going to work.
So I'm sure they're quite sympathetic, but however, not going to give you some new fries. As Donchemal has a chance there if he's able to pick that up cleanly.
Yeah, offside. He hustled in and with the stick lift kept him off the puck, and the puck came in after the player.
The faceoff's going to come all the way down into the PEB zone, as that's where the pass had come from. So good lively play and an aware call by linesman Justin LeBlanc.
It was a good hustle because the Titan player thought he had a little bit of time at the blue line to go recover that, but PEB jumped out on that with speed, and he had to hustle to tie him up.
Only 28 seconds left now in the PEB penalty, and they'll get it to the line and just barely over as Young was threatening to step out. Shot back in now. We've got a penalty coming this time, again to PEB. It's going to be interference, I believe. Yeah, you can't hit that guy there. A bit of a body check on a guy that was just trying to make a play on the puck. And,
I was going to say, where was the hit? But then I didn't see him down behind the boards.
Up near the blue line, you can see he just hits a guy for no reason. Actually,
the guy had reached for the puck, and he didn't make any contact. The puck was well gone, and then he got laid out.
So that's Brennan Smith, number 14 for PEB. That's going to take that. So 16 seconds in a two-man advantage here, and then we'll see where they'll go from there. Controlled by NKEC. One-timer, and
lumber
stick
explodes on him,
we've got a bad batch of lumber here tonight at Mariner Center. Must be the cold air.
The cold air killed my car battery.
Exactly, yeah. I managed to find a ditch yesterday because of the ice, so right at the end of a 6-hour white-knuckle ride from Halifax.
Oh, that must have been fun.
So, cost me $80. No damage to the car. No injuries.
I'm jealous.
To myself or my daughter as we return from a concert in Halifax.
I am
questionable.
I am jealous of your non-expensive car damage.
There you go. So, luckily you can't hurt a car when it's as bad as mine. So that's always helpful.
You still hurt it.
Woodrow makes that. Baban rather makes that save and holds it. And 1:24 left in the 5-on-4 now, as just the Brennan penalty exists for PEB. Behind their own net. Now Zarek Darcy. It's almost kept in, but it manages to go off a couple of bodies and out to center ice, and they'll battle for it there.
Titans certainly seeming like the slower team tonight. I don't know if it's the ride down or what, but PEB seems much quicker on the battles of the puck.
Garretts plays that behind the net. He gets pinned against the boards by Kalen Wallace. I don't think he wants me to call him Kalen.
Well, everyone should be well aware that we butcher names up here. So,
yeah, that's what we do. So.
It's everyone's at risk at that.
My broadcasting will be the least negative thing that Peb has to say about me, I'm sure.
Ooh, that was a nice shot. I was concerned at first. He wound up at the blue line, hit the defender up high. You got to get it past him. But recovered, got through 3 Peb players, and then moved in and took a shot, and the goalie didn't seem to see it coming, so it might have been a friendly screen.
Yeah, it definitely caught him off guard, and I don't know if it hit him, but in any event, he found the puck, covers it, and Babin keeps that out as we're seeing the replay now. It hit him in the leg, and you can see him close up the pads quickly. Good awareness by him to feel it. That shot is whistled wide. Comes all the way around to the left point. And a quick shot there. And it's not kept in, however, as Welton tried to keep it in. And we're going to be now charged with an offside. 20 seconds left in the Brennan penalty. Face off outside of the Peb zone, just in front of the NKEC bench.
I see the referees are not bothering, or the linesmen not bothering with the encroachment as much in this league as we see in the Mariners.
Certainly not as much emphasis at this level. They're very honest about that. Everything becomes micromanaged more as you get up further up the elite scale, and for good reason.
Oof.
Good play there is and then Andre D'Entremont takes advantage of a good hit by his teammate, comes in front and gets a shot, and it's stopped, and then Sarsfield will sprawl out and grab the rebound and hold it with 15:41.
Yeah, big solid hit there to take the man off the puck, and it just drifts right to a Peb player who just can't tie it down and get a quality chance.
That's the definition of why you hit a guy, to separate him from the puck. It's got nothing to do with punishing a guy or anything like that.
A little bit of it is. You want to wear those down. Those are basically body shots, and as the game goes, you want to get in their head.
That shot, yeah, you will want to wear a guy down, but the main purpose is to knock a guy off the puck with physical play. And like I said, that was textbook. Knocked this guy off the puck with a clean hit and created a scoring opportunity for a teammate. Faceoff comes all the way down into Peb zone, this time to the right of Babin. Dropped in there. Peb controls, up off the glass. Knocked down with a high stick there by NKEC, so it won't be icing. A couple of players give chase for Peb. One for NKEC. A couple of guys bounce off of each other there. Ryan Warner with his second stick after
it might be his third.
Carnage.
I think he asked his parents to bring one in from the car. He didn't like the lumber he had on the bench.
Yeah, you're starting to get into a deficit situation when you start breaking sticks now, these days, with the cost of them. Warner, nice job to step in there, and he scores, so that stick's the lucky one.
I don't know how that beat him. That looked like it was going to hit him right in the stomach and must have gone 5-hole, but great work to come in and take this shot. You're going to see it here on the replay. He's going to poke that in on a good pinch and then just steps right up with it. And this shot looks like it's going to hit clean into the goalie. Maybe he just gets underneath an arm, but
it actually went through the 5-hole. Looks like it might have hit the right pad and then in, but good job there. Something we talk about sometimes during Mariners games, JR.
If they give you the space, step up and take it.
Absolutely. Ryan Warner did a real good job. They backed off of him, and he took the space, steps through, gets a great opportunity to shoot from the hash marks, which defensemen don't always get to see, and he makes no mistake. Onside there at the line. Now NKEC trailing 3-0 early in the second period. I
was going to say, time jump.
Well, we're just trying to advance it along here. Played down low. Out front. That's knocked down by Christian D'Entremont. He plays that out. DeViller tries to clear. It's kept in at the line. It's shot off of a leg behind Peb's net. D'Entremont plays it down for DeViller again. Goes against the green all the way around. It's going to be icing against Peb as he wrapped it, and it's all the way down ice.
All kinds of heat on that one to go all the way down and around.
More than enough. There's 13:58 left, second period. Peb leads 3-0. They lead in the shots department 14-9.
Which is impressive because usually the ice out in front of those benches is all tore up and a snowdrift. So to send it from one end all the way along those boards clean down to the other side is a good shot.
Still relatively early in the second period, so I guess like I say, relatively fresh sheet of ice. Nice pass up for Andre D'Entremont. Doesn't like what he sees. He peels off, gets it out front, and that's a quick shot on net. Didn't have much on it, and it's stopped by Sarsfield. That was Cutro on the shot along the ice, and Sarsfield holds it. for another face-off.
It may not have been a big shot, but it was a quality chance. They had the defenseman between him and the winger that he wanted the pass to, held on to it, hit the trailer, who got a quality shot.
Anytime you see a player reach up, pull the head of his stick up and wipe the snow off with his glove, you can tell that he didn't get what he wanted on it, and it's maybe blaming the stick and maybe trying to figure out what exactly happened. Maybe the puck jumped on him, but he didn't get what he wanted on it, that's for sure. But like you say, it was a real great scoring position. Cutro takes a nice pass, and that dribbles. And Sarsfield, that time, would have been his fault. It goes off of the inside of his blocker. I see him trying to shrug that off. He's a little disgusted with himself. It deflected, rolls behind him after a couple of bad bounces early, and that time he got the bounce.
Yeah, no, he's got to get comfortable down there right now. He's taking a breather. He's got both arms up on the goalpost. He's taking a break. He's like, okay, things have got to start bouncing right for me here.
I saw him shrug his shoulders and shake his head when, as the puck just trickles by the open net there. So they say bounces will even out in the long run. So we're going to say that karma's on his favor.
How long, though, is he going to wait for this?
And that one's chipped up, and it goes off of the NKEC bench, and the faceoff will stay deep in the PEB zone.
And here's the replay of this one.
See
the shot's going to come left to right.
Yep.
It's going to go underneath his blocker.
Yeah, it hit him. He reached out for it.
And then it starts rolling right to the post, and he's thinking, oh, God, no. And it just misses wide.
It was going so slowly that you can see him stab at it with the stick and just misses it as it's trickling wide of the net. So he can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief there and maybe have a laugh about it later, although I'm sure he doesn't find it funny in the least right now.
Not right now. No one. He's certainly not laughing about that now.
Ryan Warner controls it, makes a nice pass up.
Oh, nice headman
pass
there.
Great pass. Young. Got to give credit where that's
got
due.
The penalty.
I had to look back to see who it was. Josh Green makes a great headman pass. Gets a scoring chance. They don't score on it, but they do draw the penalty. So that's a great play by Green to make a good pass up to Young as he's streaking forward. And that'll send them to the penalty for 2 minutes or less.
And that was a good penalty to take. Good breakaway pass there. Two guys going to the box.
Oh. Well, maybe there was something said there.
I'm very confused over these penalties.
So we'll have to wait till the Young is a dangerous hockey player. He's a guy that has good skills in low. So, like you said, it's a good penalty always. So I'm thinking maybe this is the situation where we've got the extra penalty here.
They're trying to put the fourth man on, but two went to the box. So
neither
confused what's happening.
Put on the board as of yet.
So it's currently only a one-man power play.
So 2 minutes goes up there, again, as we thought, against Olton on the original play. And probably misconduct, I'm guessing, because there's no time penalty to go with. So the second player is
serving the two-man, or the 2-minute penalty.
I would say he's going to – well, he would serve the whole 12 himself. And, yeah, you're right. He could serve the 2. So you're correct.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the second man in is serving the 2 because he'll come out.
The second man was the one that actually got the 10. We'll know in a minute when they.
Oh, possible. Yes, I'm assuming that it was a 2 and a 10, and
can't believe
one guy's
you called
in the box.
that, et cetera, with some flowery language. We'll say.
But flowery language is so nice.
Ryan Warner, last guy to score a goal in this game with his second stick, fires that, and now shot all the way down ice. Warner will play it. Knocks it down with his body, plays that up to center ice for DeViller. He'll dump that deep, cross corner. Andre D'Entremont. He goes down low. DeViller again. He takes the puck. Tries. Beautiful cross. Good eyes there. Gets that all the way through everybody. And Young is unable to control it. And if he had of, he's got an open net. And this one's going to be a penalty against PEB for slashing. A little bit of a disgusting, a little bit of a play of disgust there, as after Young missed the opportunity, he slashed a man because he was frustrated, and he goes off 2 minutes for slashing, and we'll have even strength now for the next 53 seconds.
Well, potentially.
Unless the referees intervene again, as they're apt to do.
I don't even know if it's intervening. I mean, it's not like they're disrupting things. They're just making the calls.
I'm just trying to use my thesaurus. Nice play by Zach Darcy to knock that down with his hand in on a break. And a good blocker save up into the mesh by Sarsfield as Darcy was away, and he actually had a guy.
And the goalie is not happy down there. He's got words for everybody. Sarsfield, we got 2 for slashing for that call. But I didn't hear the previous calls. So watch the replay here. He's going to make a good save.
He's just frustrated with the play in general.
But then he's
with
like,
his teammates
what's
giving
going
up
on,
the
guys?
breakaway here, yeah. So, not terribly helpful for, although it's totally understandable, not terribly helpful for the goaltender to be lashing out against teammates as they're having a bit of a struggle
already,
this
right?
evening.
Yeah.
So, that one goes up into the rafters.
Titans are doing well. I mean, they've only lost 4 of 12.
Yep, absolutely. Peb's having a good night tonight for sure. They're a skill team, and they're definitely countering on all of their opportunities thus far. Face-offs controlled by NKEC. 4-on-4 play. That clearing pass is weak, doesn't get out.
Oh, and there's going to be a trip. You're going to get the extra one there.
It's a good play and a good call there, and Devin D'Entremont. Sorry, I got to get the actual name on that one. Drew D'Entremont. Actually, he knew right away.
He wasn't gonna. There was no convincing himself otherwise on that one. That was pretty obvious that it was his lumber that took the man down.
He reached out, and you could see his eyes go skyward as he knew he was going off. Face-off will come all the way down to Peb zone as there was some intervention as we thought. So 13 seconds left in the NKEC penalty, and then they'll be 5-on-3 with a fairly lengthy chance to try to get a goal on the board here and chip into the 3-0 Peb lead.
You really need to come away with something here. It's going to be really demoralizing going into a third period if you haven't scored anything with a couple 5-on-3s.
And now you're down to the 5-on-3. Nice move to weave all the way through. The shot goes off the goaltender. Only problem with shooting there is you're going to give up possession.
Yeah, you had no angle. The goalie had that post locked down. You had to try and get it to a winger, get across. You basically just made all those moves to give it away.
You can see the Peb player gave chase there behind the net. That's quite aggressive when you're down 5-on-3, and he had to scurry back. Now, a couple of chances. Good save there by Babin, and another one. And he holds that, and that'll draw a crowd as the NKEC player went to the net as the save was being made by Babin.
And the puck was still free when he put the stick in. The Peb players didn't like it, but it looked like a clean play before the whistle.
As a ref there, you're more than willing to let them play to the whistle and really appreciate when they stop just at the whistle. So I don't think the player did anything egregious, but it's just that old code with hockey players. You touch my goalie.
Well, you want to protect the goalie, right? You don't want him taken advantage of. But sometimes teams will definitely go a little bit too far on those plays.
Absolutely. 27 seconds left on the penalty to Young with 1:07 total in the 5-on-3. That shot just basically dumped in, and Peb gets a piece of it. It's kept in now. Controlled by Mosher. Goes all the way around for a look. That's deflected. Out wide, however. Back to the point. Seaman comes down. Takes
no one's on the line right now. They got to be careful.
They had given it up. You're willing to do that because, Peb can't really be aggressive in that situation. However, they do get a man back, so now it's 5-on-4. Back to the point. That shot gets through everybody without a tip. Babin makes the save. Rebound gets knocked to the corner. The Titans control. That shot, friendly fire in front. The forward in front takes that.
He tried to jump out of the way of it, but I think he kind of jumped into it, and he is happy to get to the bench right now.
Roman Javerick, or Javerick. I don't know what the pronunciation is, so I apologize.
I'm going to go with Javerick. I'm going to go soft J.
Yeah, we're going to go soft J on that, Javerick. But in any event, he gets the friendly fire action, and we'll hope he's okay, as those hurt even more when you're your teammate. And slap shot goes up off the glass, and Peb has killed the 5-on-3, and we're at even strength.
And not a lot of shots on net for the Titans during that 5-on-3, so definitely not what you kind of want to get out of that.
A couple of them, but they were adeptly handled by Logan Babin. And
they weren't quality chances.
Done a nice job thus far for his team. Good job to step up on that by Andre D'Entremont. That was a CNI pass. Tries the attempted pass back to him, and he's unable to knock it in with a bit of maybe he had too short of an angle, or
I think he got tied up a little bit with the lumber.
Or a good back check. I was going to say, good job at the last second as Surratt had made a nice pass. Surratt's a real high skill player, and makes a great feed back, and it's just too far for him to get to. Now Surratt will play that. D'Entremont, I think, had cross-checked his man. I heard some oohs and got away with that in front of the referee as the NKEC player went for a little tumble. Surratt tries to pin his man off. Brennan Smith takes a bump.
Good grind on the rotation here down low for Peb.
Good cycle.
Titans not able to get it out.
Smith, he's battling there. You see him got a couple guys. Now he cross-checks the guy in the face, and he'll be lucky to get away with that with only 2 minutes, as his stick definitely came up high on the player, and the guy went down.
Looks like a 5.
Like a ton of bricks. So it's going to be a head contact play. So we'll see where he goes with it. Because he's going 4 minutes for head contact. So no question about that, as stats guy here for Peb has his hands in the air. But that's okay. Right beside me. Face-off will be deep as Peb continues to dig themselves holes.
Well, they're very small potholes right now because it's not affecting them.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. We'll give the goaltender a lot of credit here, and there haven't been a ton of chances as well.
And that's the thing. The Titans are getting shots on net, but they're not quality chances. So like that one shot, they came in against the post. The goalie had it locked down. There was nothing there, but that's a shot, right? So you're not generating anything of quality off your chances.
And that shot there from the point is pretty indicative by Sam Olton that just happened. Mainly just a snapshot. No one's blocking it. Everybody sees. The goaltender has a chance to see it. At a higher level of hockey, you don't expect the goaltender to get beaten there without a tip.
Yeah, no.
So even with a slap shot, but with a little snapshot that's just sort of trying to find its way, they haven't had a lot of grade A chances, that's for sure. Now it comes back to Olton again. Played across.
There's a battle down low between Warren and someone else, but it's not even in front of them. A couple slashes happened there. We got a call.
Yeah, so the front
they'll probably
referee
go
has
the
his
pair of
hand
them.
up now. It won't be both.
Oh, it's going to Warner.
Yeah, it can't be both guys. We got a slash here. So as I said, Peb is digging their hole.
Warner's going off.
So
no, it's not going to Warner.
This one is actually going to go to Tristan Wagner from NKEC. So that takes a real chunk out of the 4-minute power play. So we're going to play 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes, pending penalties, of course. Face-off deep in the NKEC zone to the left of Sarsfield. Andre D'Entremont wins the face-off, gets it back to Christian D'Entremont. Cross. And that pass over to Devin D'Entremont, Drew D'Entremont rather, is missed. And a 2-on-1 opportunity coming out here, 4-on-4. Out front, nice save by Babin. It goes straight up into the air, into the rafters, doesn't touch. And a breakaway pass for Young just misses, and it's going to be icing. And Young doesn't like it, but it is icing, and he shoots it away. So that's unfortunate for him that he was definitely on his way. So and you see a replay here as
I thought the goalie got a piece of it, but no, that was just straight off post and up. Yeah,
just off the bar. So I had given Babin a save on that one. So sorry there, Logan. I'm gonna deduct that save on you.
We're taking that off.
Yeah, going to take it off.
Mind you, it doesn't count for us. It's
no,
just
not at all.
Only if the score booth counts it as one or not. And they're not watching the replay.
Had a chance, obviously, as an active official, I see these guys a lot. And Logan is a really nice kid. He asks me how I'm doing when I'm out there. You don't hear that a lot when you're at the high school level.
Kids are concerned for their elders, and you're kind of
true, but you do get the chance to talk to goalies more as the referee, and he's a real fantastic young man. So certainly someone you want to pull for. So when I say I'm taking a save away from him, I don't do it with any glee.
Well, yeah, but you're not actually taking one away. That's right. There's no actual cost there.
There you go. D'Entremont takes a peek and he sees Young, and that's a good offensive play there to kill some time off the play and allows Young to skate that out. That would have been too many men. Good job by Peb to not play the puck.
Still too many men. That kid's got to get off the ice. He was close there.
Yeah, that was actually quite a distance, so they could have called it on them even without the puck. Now Andre D'Entremont beats his man, plays it up. DeViller will finish that and dump it in. Andre D'Entremont goes to the bench, and DeViller's just coming on fresh.
Peb certainly got away with that, too many men, because he was out and playing before the bench yelled at him to get back, and he hustled off.
Yeah, no one caught it. Oftentimes you will see them catch it. And
Titans
NKEC plays
penalty.
that deep in their own zone.
Titan penalty about to wear out.
Yeah, so back to the power play for NKEC as DeViller has the puck now. He'll skate that back into his own zone, kill a little bit of time, shoots that up. Green absorbs a hit as he clears that. Sarsfield plays that and nonchalantly tries to flip it off to a teammate. He's a little frustrated, I think, with the way the events of the evening have gone thus far.
I don't think he's the only one.
No. Woolauer, first time I've called his name tonight. Good rush by him. He goes up and picks up his own dump in. Only 50 seconds left in the power play. Chance comes in front, but Peb's the first one to the loose puck. Now a chance here as DeViller picks it up. Has a couple of guys to beat, crosses it back, and a good play there by number 3, Woolauer, to take that away from him. He skates it out down ice, gets it over to a teammate in front. Stolen from him, however, and now that's Surratt. He has a chance in. Bad angle, however. He was in all alone on the shorthanded chance. 20 seconds left in the Peb penalty. They've had a slew of penalties here in the second period.
There has been a gaggle of calls.
Killed them all off, and real adventure there as you can see Logan Babin thought he had it and then heard no whistle and rolled behind him, and he went back for it quickly, and at that point he had a teammate sort of close the back door and make sure the puck didn't dribble into the net.
That's the worst as a goalie. You've got your glove down, you think you got it covered, and there's no whistle coming. You're like, something is wrong here, and I don't like it.
Why are you not blowing the whistle?
Like, did I not hear it? Did I miss it? Like, what's going on?
So face off to the left of Babin with 3:11 left. 10 seconds left in the Peb penalty. 19-15. The shots on goal in favor of Peb, but a 3-0 lead. NKEC controls the draw. Played out front. Nice
good active stick there yep.
by Surratt to dump that down and kill off the rest of the penalty. And Peb is now at even strength. And even though they haven't given up the goal, I'm sure Julien is telling his team, guys, we have to stay out of the penalty box here. Most of the penalties have been on the unnecessary side, we'll say.
Well, most of them have. There have been a couple good ones, I think, by the Titans that take away breakaway chances. But a lot of these penalties have kind of been certainly uncalled for and dangerous hits.
Good job by Ryan Warner there to knock that away from after his goalie made a save. And
good effort to look like effort.
And they get that all the way down ice. As you say, NKEC certainly looked like they were skating in water up to their neck or in sand. And
it was a good one, man. He was looking like he was working it. Another penalty going on the board?
Bit of a disagreement there. Oh, no, the penalty, so the icing and then the penalty. There's going to be a penalty to NKEC here, number 2, Escott, rather. He's going to get 2 minutes, so that will bring it outside the zone, and Peb will have a chance on the power play as they've been killing for most of this period.
And again, not sure what the call was. I didn't see what happened.
We'll have to wait there.
2 minutes for interference, and that is a bounce going the other way.
Yeah, that's 2 minutes for interference, and then a long shot from outside the line just beats Logan Babin between the legs and hits the back of the net, and it's 3-1 in favor of Peb on a shorthanded goal.
That was just inside the red line.
Yeah, it's almost a center ice goal here as Jensen Jedry.
Oh, straight 5 hold him.
Gets credit for the longest goal he's probably scored in his life, I'll venture.
It's got to be one of those knuckleballs that you're just trying to judge where it's coming in. It just lands right through the gap.
So 3-1 Peb. Now they're on the power play here as they try to recover after that shorthanded goal. And it's just cleared almost a breakaway chance there. And D'Entremont will just dump that deep. That clearing pass is knocked down as Cuttrell picks it up. Thought about skating it all the way in, but his guy was caught deep. That's Andre D'Entremont. So he turns it back. Now D'Entremont unable to control it. And we got another face-off here at center ice.
But it's going to be. I think one of the linesmen, the linesman had the icing hand up, and they blew that down, and the referee was quick to call it to center ice.
Yeah, it's not.
And the linesman was going to the Titans' end, like, that was on me, that was my bad.
Yeah, so icing called against the Titans, but of course they're killing a penalty, so face-off comes to center ice as the player with the misconduct has finally gotten his sentence reduced by the judge, and he gets back on early parole. course, I'm being facetious. He
A little bit
served
there,
the
yeah.
whole 12 minutes, which is probably a long time.
It is a long
If you're
time,
sitting
man.
there trying to watch your guys play. And that shot, the long shot, is knocked down by Babin, and he holds it for a face-off, this time to his left. 1:01 left in the NKEC penalty.
And 1:28 left in the second.
And 1:28 left in the second. 19-17 shots on goal. 3-1 lead for Peb.
If you're looking at the scoreboard right now, you're thinking, oh, this is a pretty decent game, kind of close. Shots are close. Peb's only up by 2. But it's really been all Peb.
Yeah, it probably flatters NKEC a little bit, the score and the shots on goal. As Young beats his man out wide, picks up the puck, tries to go cross ice. Great save by Sarsfield there to come across.
And nice defensive play by Cutro to knock that puck away when it was right up in the slot, and Peb was bearing down on it.
Yeah, that was a real nice play. I don't think Young had anything else, and he makes a perfect pass on the backhand out to his man. Now Young controls it, gets it down to Cutro, knocks it down. Young back to the point. 48 seconds left, still on the power play. Young fires it, scores from about the face-off circle with 16 seconds left in the NKEC penalty. Young gives his team a 4-1 lead. 44 seconds left in the second period.
Yeah, nice release on that one. Goalie, again, hands up in the air like, guys, like a little help down here. He's frustrated.
Yeah, Hayden Young was able to just wander in there. You can see.
I think he missed that again. I think it goes off his side. He's not facing the shot properly maybe, but he's frustrated down there.
That's a tough opportunity for a goaltender to allow a skilled player like Hayden Young to just walk in, and he had a chance to just size that up, decide where he wanted to fire it. He's in a great shooting position, and he just buries it. So 31 seconds left here in the second period. This high school action here, Yarmouth Arena, Yarmouth Mariner Center. Yarmouth Arena is a long time ago. Surrett tries to keep that in. A couple of bumps as Tristan D'Entremont gets spilled. O'Connell keeps that in, only temporarily, down to 10 seconds left. Whole bunch of bodies battling there. Shot in wide, comes all the way around for Wallace behind his own net. Plays that into his feet, and that's going to do it for the second period. 4-1 Peb, pretty much all Peb, as just the one shot from center ice that scores for NKEC. And we're going to go to the second intermission with Peb with a bit of a commanding lead. And we thank you for watching tonight. We'll be back in a few minutes for third period action on MC Media, produced here on Eastlink Community TV. Welcome back to Mariner Center. Jeff McGray alongside of John Surratt. Eastlink Community TV broadcast tonight. High school hockey, the Valley League. The Parambus Sharks have a 4-1 lead as we start the third period against the NKEC Titans.
And a bit of a discussion down there while the goalie is still waiting to come onto the ice.
They decided whether or not they were going to let him back on the ice, I guess. I don't know if the linesman's having a good laugh with one of the team officials or one of the fans. As we get set here, Peb's pretty much had their way with this game. 21-17, the shots on goal don't really show that.
Which is the opposite of the rumor mills that I was hearing pregame. Peb fans thinking they were not going to do well tonight, but clearly this has gone differently.
Such pessimism.
Right.
As Sarsfield holds that puck for a face-off, 8 seconds in. Be to his left, Zach Darcy on the face-off against Jensen Jodry. Jodry has the one goal for NKEC here. He scored about 100
the
feet away.
Hail Mary shot.
And that's going to be icing against NKEC as it goes all the way down on an errant pass. And 22 seconds have elapsed now, and we've gotten no further, really.
Just more whistles.
A bit of a slow start here as both teams try to get things back on the rails.
I wonder how active Sarsfield was in the dressing room.
Yeah, it's hard to say, giving his guys a hard time perhaps.
Or was he more chill and trying to decompress? You think he was more active? Either way, we'll see how he holds up here in the third.
Zach Darcy dumps that in for Peb, and now it's played up off the glass. Cutro gets his glove on it. Another clearing attempt. This time gets it all the way out. And that will send Ryan Warner back for Peb in his own zone. His clearing pass goes off of a stick, but does get out over the line. Peb will have another chance to clear it. This is Warner again. He's been active tonight. We've talked about him quite a few times. He's broken a stick on his way out in a bit of an eventful way out. I'm sure it'd be nice to have video of it so people
that made
could
my
tease
night.
him about later.
I don't think anyone saw that, though.
But then he, using that second stick, he made a fantastic play, steps in and beats the goaltender. So that second stick is clearly the better one.
Good chance down low, number 18 for the Titans.
Bouncing puck, yeah, it comes down. It's a bit of a it didn't look like a dangerous play, and then it ends up being one.
He tracked that all the way in, was able to redirect it on net, and Peb was just kind of slow and lazy to clear that out.
DeViller, he'll play that up off the boards. His intended pass for Cutro. It's going to go all the way down ice, and with another icing this time against Peb. Faceoff come deep in their own zone with 18-18 left in the third period. Still 21 shots to 18 in favor of Peb and a 4-1 lead.
And unlike what we usually cover on the icing, looks like they can still change.
Yeah, exactly. They're not subject to the rule it's a junior supplement rule. So although it wouldn't surprise me to see that end up happening.
I would like to see it happening at the high school level.
It's a little bit more responsibility, definitely, for the officials, but something that you could, with the 4 guys on the ice, you could certainly adjust to. DeViller, he'll dump that in. Battle there, try to come out front. DeViller again. Has it taken away from him. Shot around the boards, kept in by D'Entremont. Now Young covering the point there as he's a forward, but his man was in deep so he was covering at the line. He dumps that in, and this is going to be another icing charge to NKEC with 17:33 left in the third period.
All the icings. We're getting more icings than shots right now.
Yeah, everyone's trying to make a pass. Some of them are just the dump it deep, and some of them are passes that go awry.
Yeah, no one's kind of making a good connection on those headman passes. You got the off the boards. You're trying to hit that streaking man. Just the angles are all off, so these pucks are going the whole way.
And a false start there, and Peb's going to be shown the door. Brennan Smith be shown out as encroachment on the play, as he's being told that by the linesman, having the news broken to him. Is charged against Surratt, so he can't take the draw. And now Cuttrell will come in to take the face-off against Jensen Jodry. Comes back to the point. That shot is fanned on. And NKEC will turn it back. D-to-D pass out to center ice and down ice. It'll slide all the way down to Logan Babin, and he'll cover it there in his goal crease for another face-off.
I was going to say that would have been icing, but that angle was right on the net. So stat padding for Babin and face-off in the Sharks' end.
It's a beauty save. That's what it looks like in the stats. Kick save and a beauty.
Should have stopped that one with a flourish.
Yeah, NKEC controls that draw. Comes all the way around. Chance for a shot there. Unable to get it through. Now another one. Jensen. He controls. Circles it back for his teammate, but it goes over his stick, and Peb will clear that. Cuttrell unable to control it. Jensen picks it up again. He's definitely the go-to guy for his team. Now Brennan Smith takes a bump and turns it back against the green. He comes out. Tries to get it to Surratt, but it's knocked off his stick. Now Wallace, Kalen Wallace, plays that to the point, but not out.
Good pressure here by the Titans, yes. Keeping Peb in the zone. Peb's just unable to clear it, and finally they do.
Brennan Smith with a breakaway on a bad change, and he scores. You can see number 12 coming off the bench. Van Luxembourg just didn't have time to close the gap, as they chose a really bad time for a line change. Brennan Smith takes advantage of it, makes it 5-1.
And that's going to be heartbreaking for the Titans. Titans getting some good work down low, pinning the Sharks into their own end, getting that cycle working, not getting quality shots, and then a headman pass to a wide-open guy at center ice, skates in and wrists one's in.
As a defenseman, it feels terrible because you feel like I had plenty of time to make that change, and all of a sudden, in mere seconds, the puck is back, and you're watching your team pick it out of your net on a play when you didn't necessarily have to go off. Andre D'Entremont kips that in. Now Zach Darcy will control it for Peb behind the net. His pass out front. Cuttrell goes off of his skate. He's unable to bury it. Back to the center ice area. Peb inside NKEC zone and then cleared out, and Dion will play it in his own zone.
It's like the Titans just aren't connecting well right now. Both of those passes to clear the zone missed the man coming out with it. So one was in his skates and one was just dumped out way far ahead of the guy who was trying to skate forward.
Fair to say it's just not their night?
No, it's certainly not their night, but they're just not on the same wavelength right now. And I don't know if that's frustration, if that's a little bit of tired legs. Ooh, that's almost another goal. That almost goes in under the blocker again.
As Dion's shot from the point there is held by Sarsfield, but he's definitely not comfortable. Manages to knock it down and then hold it. One more goal for Peb will cue an automatic straight time period.
It's 6-goal lead?
Thought it was a 5-goal lead.
Well, that's what they got now.
No, here we go. Oh, no, he's actually stopped it. So it
that's
could
what I'm
be
saying.
6. I thought it was a 5-goal lead, and that's dumped out by NKEC.
I thought it was 5 in the third, but
and now it is here. So they did recognize it that as somebody's.
Yeah, the Titans are telling him it's a 5-goal lead.
Well, Titans guy seems to be disagreeing with it on the bench there, but
well, this clock stopped, so
yeah,
referee's coming over to discuss this, I guess.
Having a disagreement on whether it's a 5 or a 6.
Am I checking the rules? So we get a. Nope.
It's a 6. So. So if we're getting out of here early tonight, Heb's going to have to score us another goal.
Oh, and they almost do down low. Bit of a scrum.
Goalie's
helmet's off. He gets
right
run
away, and you see him throw his stick as well. He's really frustrated.
He is not having a good night, man.
There's a guy hitting him in the head.
I don't know if that was the other team or one of his own guys came in on that.
It's hard to say. I don't think those goaltender helmets stay on as well as they should. We're going to get a replay here on the overhead. comes through.
Yeah, that's all his own team.
Yeah, his own guy.
Own team gives him a bit of an elbow there.
He barely brushes by him. And to me, those helmets.
Well, those helmets are made to stop things from the front, not to get stay on well from the back, right?
My concern is you're going to the ice, and it comes off, and then you hit your head on the ice.
Oh, beautiful save there.
Young gets a nice save made on him by Sarsfield, so give him credit as he continues to battle despite the frustrating night.
Oh, yeah.
5-1 here. Oh, the score is only 5-1, so that's why.
Oh, hence the correction. I'm it's not a 6-goal lead. Someone doubled up.
I was pretty sure it was supposed to be, but it's supposed to be a 5-goal lead, but someone had put up a goal inadvertently, and it's only 5-1 for Peb right now, not 6-1. So that's the confusion, folks, so we apologize out there.
I was going to say, it'd be weird to have a 6-goal lead requiring the running. Oh, and that's a goal. That's in.
Now we're not talking about either one because we're down to a 3-goal lead as bit of a bounce there, and NKEC will go in and bury one, and it looks like number 5, Garrett's, is going to be the guy who gets credit.
Bouncing puck and a good hustle to come in here on this break. Hits him up high, but I think the puck's still free at this point.
Yeah, Jensen Jodry, who had scored earlier, makes a nice play there, and then it gets picked up. The open puck is knocked in by James Garrett. Everybody thought they had the puck covered. Now it's 5-2. NKEC comes back. Played down deep. 14:07 left.
Oh.
I don't know.
Waved off.
What kept that out, but as
Sarsfield had some initial stops, but he was drifting away from the net, and it was increasingly opening up.
The puck seemed like it drifted off the stick of Surratt, as he would have had an open net if he has control there, but unfortunately for him, he's unable to put it into that open side, and it remains 5-2. 14:01 left, third period. Face-off won by Peb, and O'Connell will have to scurry to keep that in, and he does so. Shoots it all the way around. Surratt down low. Controlled by number 7, Mosher.
For the Titans, they don't have names on their jerseys, so we have to either remember the number or look down at the sheet.
Absolutely. Now Surratt plays that from his goal crease out to the point, kept in by NKEC, as they have a bit of a jump in their step now. Surratt plays that, takes a bump all the way around. He's going to get a return pass, but off the boards he's unable to play it. Loses his stick as he chops at the puck. And Logan Babin will cover it up and hold it for a face-off with 13:23 left. Third period. 26-20 in favor of Peb on the shots on goal. Face-off to the left of Babin.
Yeah, the Titans have just not really had quality chances. No good puck movement, no cross-crease shots. Anything up from the point has been well telegraphed and seen by Babin. The only goals they have tonight, those 2 goals, are just bad luck bounces that Babin has just let by him.
Zach Darcy knocks his man off the puck there. Played all the way around. Down to this end. Olton down in front of us. Inside the zone. Comes back to the point, and it's shot high up off the glass. And they're unable to knock it back in front of the and it must have gone up into the mesh. The face-off's coming outside, so it's off of NKEC. You see the initial call by the referee was face-off outside, so that's what we're going to have happen with 12:54 left. Zach Darcy wins that draw, and NKEC will dump it in. Ryan Warner back behind his own net. Stops up, goes the other direction, hands it off for Andre D'Entremont, gets it back. Now Warner. 2 men fell. And Warner, if he's able to get that across through a maze of sticks, has Cutro wide open in front of the net for an easy opportunity. Pab keeps that in. Good effort there by Cutro at the line to keep that in against 3 guys. Played out to the line by Jensen. Peb will turn him back. Now Cutro, he gets knocked down. About 3 guys go.
Cutro was a bit of a sandwich on that one. He had a man pressuring him from one side and the other Titan coming in from the top, and everyone collided at the same time.
Good persistence by Cutro, though. Even after he got knocked down, he came back and had control of the puck for a moment as D'Entremont goes back, ties his man up. Now Dion. He'll play that over. Back to Zach Darcy behind his own goal line. Hands it up for Dion. Looks for a long pass to center
That's gonna be
ice, and
icing.
that's going to miss everything. And Hayden Young was going in the wrong direction. It's going to be icing against Peb. 11:44 left. Third period action here at Mariner Center. Thank you for watching tonight. Our volunteers here at MC Media are real happy to bring this game to you. Of course, our friends at Eastlink Community TV doing their level best to give us good coverage of high school athletics, male and female. And so we're happy to bring this game to you in Yarmouth Arena. Parambaugh Sharks against the NKEC Titans. That shot is just softly dumped in Sarsfield. Goes off of his stick. Drew D'Entremont tries to keep that in. Goes all the way back into Peb's zone. Christian D'Entremont will play it there. Stops up. Has a guy coming in. So he plays it up. And that's just dumped out by Green. It's picked up at center ice. Cleared in. Christian D'Entremont for Peb. Goes behind his own net with it. Shoots it off of a leg. It's kept in at the line. And another chance there, and it's 5-3. And NKEC hasn't quit yet. Good play to keep that in by Selfridge at the line. And they're going to try to pick up the goal scorer for you. Looks like number 10 is telling the referee that would be Max Sinclair. It was me. And we have a 5-3 game here with 10:58 left.
Yeah, because one guy's doing the celebrating initially, but then another guy's coming into the hustle and saying, like, that was my goal. I batted that one in.
So we got a few moments ago we were talking about run
5-goal
time, and
lead,
now
right?
we're down to a 2-goal game. It's just dumped in. Surratt in the zone for Peb.
And again, that was a bouncing puck. That's just another bounce that's gone the Titans' way. One Titan gets dumped. His lumber's on the other side of the arena.
Those bounces, those weird bounces, are something you expect more likely with the warmer weather. But when it's -6 and -11, and like we've had the last couple of days, you kind of expect some good firm ice. But you never know.
Oh, bad pinch there. Bad pinch there.
Good pass by Smith up to Surratt. Holds his man off. Scores. Good job. Really good pass. Intelligent play by Brennan Smith. But Surratt does a good job. You can see him widen out the legs to avoid being tripped as the back pressure was coming against him. Makes a forehand backhand move and gets it through the legs of the goaltender. You see him as he widens out there to try to keep his balance, and he doesn't get it through the legs. He actually gets it out around the trapper.
Looks like up over the pad, but below the glove. Yep.
Yeah. So great job there by Surratt. I had alluded to that earlier. He's a talented hockey player. He refed him up through his minor hockey days as well, and he used to be a very small player. You can see he's actually about average height now, so he's grown a lot compared to when he was a little peewee. And so now he doesn't have the size disadvantage that used to go against him, but he still has the skill level that a lot of guys would like to have. D'Entremont. That's Surratt there. He hits his man sort of from behind.
I was going to say that was on the numbers.
But usually when it's at center ice like that, it doesn't draw the big problems.
He didn't necessarily take a run at him either.
No, and the puck was in his feet, so he was looked like he's trying to go for the puck, but it is an interesting play when you hit the numbers, like you say. That's kept in. NKEC, they'll play that down low. Try to spin it out front. Jensen, back to the point. Outen. His shot, Olton rather, goes wide, and a couple guys exchanging. That's Surratt and an opponent there, Wooliver, exchanging punches as they go to the ice. Referees let them go. Wooliver back to the point. Olton, his shot. I don't know if it hit the blocker or it hit someone in front.
Hit someone in front.
Now back. Another shot. They get another chance, and
those are good screen shots, though.
This is much better than what they had early on. We were talking about the real harmless shots that they were generating, and this one was definitely a good offensive zone play, and they get the shot through, and good job by Logan Babin to fight that through and make the save and then hold it as 6-3 Peb. 8:48 left. Face-off. Brink comes all the way out over the NKEC zone. It's going to be offside here as they play it. Face-off just outside of Peb's zone. 27-23, shots on goal. As Nick shows us the replay, it was definitely offside.
It's like, we thank you for that, Nick, but we were totally in the right position for this one.
Yeah.
Like, we totally saw that this time.
Our audience definitely may need the help with it, but we happen to be located in a perfect zone.
Yeah, normally we're
as opposed to
1,000 feet away from that one, but
as opposed to where we were. When we exchanged emails about setting up for this game, Nick asked me where we wanted to be, and I said we'd go to center ice. Good pass across by Cutro. Unable to connect as Andre D'Entremont was going for the open pass. Dion steps up and clears that in. Beb checks up and not offside. Zach Darcy will control it. Good play to come across the zone. Whole bunch of black jerseys there, but it gets to Dion. Warner steps in, makes a nice move, cuts behind the net on his backhand. He's had a good game as a defenseman on the offensive. And now NKEC with a 2-on-2 chance to come out. Try to cut the lead to 2 again.
that seemed a little bit rushed. You could see his winger wasn't ready for that one in a quick pass. He had nothing to do but try and take a shot, and it was in his feet.
That's what happens sometimes when a defenseman makes a rush like that, and then they realize, oh, I'm not used to being on this at all.
Might be in trouble here. Maybe I'll pass this off.
I usually just dump this in. So, face off deep in the Peb zone after the icing with 7:42 left, third period. Peb wins the draw, but quick whistle, and it wasn't done fairly, and we have a Peb guy thrown out. We'll do it again in the same spot, this time different forward, taking the draw. Face-off win by NKEC, blocked at the point. Down low behind the net. Couple guys battle for it. It comes up, and Peb will have a chance to clear. They're 2-on-2. Green's passes nicely stepped up and picked off there by NKEC, and they go in, and they're offside, however. As they were
it wasn't offside. It hit a man on the bench.
Oh, it hit a man on the bench. Good call by you. The linesman made the call right away. And this time the face-off will come outside of Peb's, just over Peb's line in front of their bench. Not exactly sure what that musical interlude was.
I wasn't going to talk about it.
One of his weaker decisions on the evening. He's really excelled all night as Logan Babin makes the save and holds it for yet another face-off. Seems like 4 million of them.
Has been a collection.
This time the face-off will be to his left.
Shots 27-24 in favor of Peb. You'd think it's a closer game, but really without three ridiculous bounces for the Titans, this is almost a 6-0 shutout for the Sharks.
Jensen, he's had a real good game. He rolls through, gets himself into a shooting position, but that's blocked at somewhere in that maze of players. To the point, kept in. Good job to elude his man on the play, and that was Escott. Gets a shot off. It was going wide, but Babin will hold that. 6:56 left, third period. Another face-off. This time Peb controls. D'Entremont, that's Drew D'Entremont. He shot that around the boards. Zach Darcy, team captain for Peb. His brother was also team captain a couple of years ago, so it's kind of a family thing. Cutro plays that up. Ryan Warner in from the defense. Almost a breakaway there, but good job to break that up by the NKEC player, Seaman.
I almost expected Starfield to come out and play that one, and it looks like he wanted to, but it thought the defenseman had it, but then the defenseman started to lose that race.
Once you hesitate, you got to stay.
Oh, and that's the thing. You either commit or you don't.
Now 6:19 left. NKEC. Team's kind of going through the motions a little bit here. And that's going to be a glove pass, it looks like, and another face-off. 6:12 left. Face-off's going to come outside the NKEC zone in neutral ice.
So as we often do during the game, especially when the lead is a little bit out of reach, what do you think of the Blue Jays jerseys?
I didn't see them yet, but
no, the powder blue is back.
Well, the powder blue. So that's as an anti-Blue Jay guy, I'll say that their number one stolen from the Montreal Expos, and number 2, terrible. So
it is definitely not a power color. It, at the very least, is more unique because no one apparently wants to wear it.
Nobody changes their jerseys more than the Toronto Blue Jays. They've had black, they've had blue, they use red half the time with the Canadian flag fixed in wherever they can. And one thing will stay the same: they draw crowds when the Yankees and Red Sox are in town.
Also, that will stay the same, the bird. Apparently, they're saying this is their logo that will always be their logo, so that's going to stick around. Just the color of the uniforms.
Because that had gone away there when they were trying to do they did the Devil Rays sort of look with just the J for a while.
Yeah, that was no good. Headman pass here with Surratt with some speed. He gets to
really,
it, but
you could see from where we are, you could see Surratt streak up through the middle there, and with a great amount of speed and skill, and he gets almost through, and then you see him fall down, and my partner has a good laugh.
Well, I wasn't laughing that he fell. It's that the puck was covered, but there was no whistle. And at first, Surratt's like, okay, this play's over, but no whistle. So he goes to go, and then the whistle, he's just,
And then he fell down. He's probably out of gas.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? He's like, oh, my God, the play's still active. Let's go. And then the whistle happens as he's about to make that move, and he's just like, no.
That many hard strides would have killed either one of us. So
I don't know about that, but I may have taken my time. There may have been some drifting.
The second rush would have been non-existent.
No. It's a committal. You go one way.
Blow the whistle or don't.
Right. After that, I'm icing it. I'm taking the net off. Something's going to happen.
And this one's going to be icing as Peb dumps it in from just outside of the center ice area. 4:37 left, third period. This game seems to be a foregone conclusion here, even though it's only a 3-goal deficit.
Well, and
crazier things have happened.
It looks like it's a much closer game than it is. So, with 4.5 left to go, you think this is kind of close and not out of reach. But the Titans have not really generated a lot of quality chances. They've got 25 shots now, but a lot of those are weak shots. They've only got some good quality ones here in the third with proper screen shots.
We almost had another crazy bounce as the slap shot from the point goes off of the skate of Ryan Warner and ricochets towards the goal, and you can see the goaltender adjust for it and doesn't quite have to as it goes wide, and a little hit there at the line, and the NKEC player went down in a heap awkwardly, and everyone looked around wondering if there was a penalty coming. Neither referee's arm went up, so it didn't look like a dirty hit unless it was an interference play. And
I didn't know if the puck had gotten to him initially at the point of contact.
Number 5's laboring a bit as he goes to the bench. That's
it may have just been an unsuspecting shot, thinking
absolutely.
It wasn't coming, right?
Just didn't know he was there, and when he looked up, all of a sudden, he's going to the ice. So face-off, this time another icing. 3:56 left, deep in the Peb zone. Zach Darcy wins that. Plays it around. It's just kept in and dumped back down.
Oh, that'll come out now.
It's going to come outside the zone as number 9, Wagner, went to shoot that in, and his backhander got away from him. It goes up into the mesh and face off outside Peb zone with 3:47 left as we get a little Elvis Presley. It's a fine selection.
Certainly a lot of hits and misses tonight on that.
Zach Darcy.
Off. No one hears it. 9 still going. Finally gets it.
And that will give Peb a chance to clear as they now Andre D'Entremont shoot it wide of the net. Christian D'Entremont gives chase. Played down deep for Escott. And I heard the microphone kind of make a noise, so I was wondering if I should stop talking.
No, I was giving you
just your audio that went down.
I was giving you a bit more volume because you've been a little lower, and then all of a sudden you stopped talking, and I heard a little mic cut, and I'm like, did I just kill it? What?
Yeah, well, I heard some
a little pop,
in my earphone, and I thought maybe we were off the air or something. So, so I stopped talking. My apologies to our audience. There is 2:53 left as Peb looks to be in control of this game. NKEC will come out here to see if they can cut the lead to 2. Drew D'Entremont plays it back all the way around for Christian D'Entremont, and then Andre D'Entremont. And his pass for Cutro doesn't work because he's not a D'Entremont. And if he had been, that would have definitely been right on his stick, perhaps. Now Cutro, he'll play that back for Drew D'Entremont. Turns it back for Zach Darcy. Peb's in no hurry to get out. 2:17 left. NKEC will just dump that from center ice. They tag up on the offside. Zach Darcy will play it again behind his own net. Tries to beat his man. It's swept off of his stick. Darcy continues on, tries to hit his man. Gets down low. Christian Donjamal try to play it out. Now Surratt. O'Connell. His attempt is knocked down. It's sort of half-hearted, so
He fanned on it at first, didn't get it anywhere.
Yeah, they're not giving a full effort here as they're trying to get out, and now here they
This
come.
is gonna be
Surratt's open if he hits him there, but he has to turn it down a little bit. And O'Connell's wrist shot. Defenseman says, "I'm getting one here, Surratt." So unfortunately, it goes wide, and Wallace battles there at the line. Down to 1:30 left. NKEC tries to get up the center ice. They get it to just over the line, but Peb controls there. Wallace, he'll play it back. Brennan Smith gets it over the line. Beats his man and tries to pass it to Surratt, and it almost works. Nice effort by Brennan Smith there. That's going to be offside against NKEC as the guy battling for the puck preceded it into the zone. Brennan Smith behind his own net. He'll stick handle and kill as much time as he can here. Hands it around for Wallace. Down into the corner. We're into the last minute of play here. Thank you for watching again on Eastlink Community TV. And our proud partner, our MC Media folks here are the Volunteers.
Darcy tried to line up a guy there, didn't see it coming. Thankfully, he kind of missed.
These are always the weirdest last minutes when the game is not really on the line and you're just wondering if anybody's going to do something stupid. And that goes off of a stick, so it's going to negate the icing down under the 27-second mark. Peb tries to center that in front. It's kept out. And NKEC will look to clear it. And they're going to call icing there for some ridiculous reason.
Well, I mean, it's icing.
Yeah.
Right, so you got to make the call. So
game management says no. I'm waiving that. As this, with 12.3 seconds left, we're going to have the fans start to walk to the entrances. And DeViller will take this draw for Peb. They're going to take a 3-goal win against NKEC. So we thank everybody for watching us tonight. Good to see high school hockey get the focus. And it's a final score. The Parambaugh Sharks defeat NKEC Titans 6-3 here at Yarmouth Arena. I'm Jeff McGray along with my partner John Surratt, and we thank you for watching tonight on Eastlink Community TV, a presentation of MC Media.